You ever notice, the moment you say, I don't drink, the room gets weird? Not always, but often. People start negotiating with you. Just one. Come on, it's a celebration. Are you okay? And what's funny is, you didn't say alcohol is bad. You didn't say they're doing something wrong. You just said, no thanks. And somehow, that triggers a whole psychological reaction in everyone else. So today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who don't drink alcohol. Not the stereotypes. The real reasons, the hidden strengths, the social cost, and why your simple no can make other people uncomfortable. People who don't drink are not one type. There are totally different psychologies under the surface. And a lot of the time, the real story isn't willpower, it's identity. Because when someone stops drinking, or never starts, they usually replaced alcohol with something more important. Control, peace, health, goals, safety, clarity, or self-respect. And that changes everything. Type 1. The optimizer. This person doesn't drink because they hate how it makes them feel. They care about sleep, skin, training, anxiety levels, productivity. They've noticed alcohol isn't relaxing. It's a loan. You borrow good mood for a few hours, and you pay interest tomorrow. Type 2. The quiet mind person. This is the introvert or sensitive nervous system. Alcohol makes social situations louder, messier, more overwhelming. They don't feel free, they feel exposed, so they choose calm over chaos. Not because they're scared, but because they know their threshold. Type 3. The control plus safety person. This one is simple. Maybe they've seen addiction up close. Maybe they grew up around unstable people. Maybe they've had one night that scared them. For them, alcohol isn't fun, it's a risk. So they choose safety. Type 4. The rebuilder. This person used to drink, and they stopped. Not as a personality trait, as a turning point. They learned something painful. Stay in places they hate. Spend money they didn't want to waste. Ignore problems that were screaming for attention. So they quit, not to be perfect, but to stop leaking their life. Type 5. The values plus identity person. Some people don't drink because it simply doesn't match who they are. Could be religion, could be culture, could be a personal philosophy. I don't need a substance to celebrate. Now the interesting part, why does your I don't drink bother some people? It's usually one of three things. 1. Social mirroring. Humans copy each other to feel safe. If everyone is drinking, the group feels normal. The moment you don't drink, you break the spell. And now people feel self-aware. 2. Cognitive dissonance. Your no forces a question in their head. If you don't need alcohol to have fun, then why do I? And that question is uncomfortable. So they try to pull you back into the group. Not because they hate you, but because it protects their own story. 3. Alcohol culture equals belonging. In many social spaces, alcohol is the ritual. So abstaining can trigger stigma or exclusion, especially in youth settings. That's why some people treat non-drinking like a statement, even when it's not. Let's be honest, not drinking has a cost. Sometimes you lose friends who were never really friends. Sometimes you get labeled boring, too serious, judgy. And in some environments, abstainers report more social friction and loneliness. But here's the upside. That cost is also a filter. It removes low-quality connection. If you don't drink, here are 5 moves that work. 1. Don't over-explain. The more you explain, the more people think it's negotiable. Just say, no thanks, I'm good. 2. Hold something. Sparkling water, tonic, zero beer, anything. It reduces questions by 80%. 3. Arrive with a job. Be the driver. Be the photographer. Be the let's get food person. A role creates comfort. 4. Pick better environments. Not every hangout needs to be a bar. People who don't drink often thrive in coffee, walks, gyms, cinema, night drives, board games, food spots. 5. Protect your future self. If drinking messes up your sleep, anxiety, or discipline, you're not missing out. You're choosing a different life. So the psychology of people who don't drink isn't boring. It's usually clarity, safety, identity, goals, self-respect. And if your no makes people uncomfortable, that's not your problem. That's their reflection. If you relate to this, what's the most annoying thing people say when you don't drink? If you found this helpful, subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel grow. I've linked a few more videos I think you'll resonate with right here. See you in the next one.